Alright, so in this video, I want to simply just talk about why most barbers stay broke because they never separate from their old identity. Alright, and I'm going to break it up into 5 pillars. Number 1, your identity controls your income. Number 2, who your old identity really is. Number 3, how to actually create your new identity and actually fill those roles of your new identity. You know, your goals, who you are, how you act, you know, your 10.0 version. Number 4, I'm actually going to go into my story of killing my old identity and, you know, just like how I did it. And number 5, how my students actually do this as well. You know, guys that are most likely younger than you, you know, way younger than me, how they're doing it as well. And, you know, if you're upwards to 14 to even 30, 35, 40 years old and you're still making less than 10K a month, you still don't have a personal brand. And the main thing I really want to emphasize in this is, like, until you truly, you know, create your new identity and see what your old identity is doing right now and what's actually holding you back, if you don't like actually take a step back, you will keep seeing the same results, you'll keep seeing the same loop, you'll keep being in the same loop, and you'll literally just stay where you're at. And most of the time, all of your results reflect totally on you. And once you truly understand that and take full responsibility, I promise you guys, everything changes. You know, it wasn't until I actually like removed my fucking ego, you know, as a kid who played sports, I had a massive ego, and it wasn't until I removed that to finally see change and see results. And I will be honest, most young barbers and just barbers in general, you guys stay in the same comfort zone. Honestly, it's just same shop environment, same habits, same, you know, relationships, just same old bad habits, just everything stays the same, and that's really what's killing your growth. And I will promise you guys this, as much as comfort does feel good, it is killing your growth and killing your potential, and some of you guys don't even realize it. A lot of you guys, maybe the 5%, 10% of you guys actually know that, you know, comfort is killing your goals and killing your potential, and you guys will actually do something about it. But the truth is, 90% of barbers I talk to on a day-to-day basis, they're not even aware of the potential they have, and they need someone to just tell them. They need to know and show and actually see what's possible. And obviously that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm documenting my journey as a barber and what I've been able to do with my journey, is because I want to one day show and document everything and show you guys, like, truly this life is possible when you just fucking go all in. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and, you know, rant on a motivational speech, but truly, I'm living proof that this shit is possible. Like, you can literally see the Lamborghini. You know, I'm chilling in the Lamborghini right now in Dubai, traveling with the boys, got supercars for the week. That shit is not cheap, I will tell you guys that. And just doing the cool shit that you guys don't normally see a barber doing. You know what I mean? And no, I don't cut hair anymore. If I have to introduce myself already, I am Hoku Arnold. I do not cut hair anymore. I simply change barbers' lives for a living, right? So I once scaled my barber business to 17K a month on my tiny island. I once scaled my personal brand to 240,000 followers. I once got sponsored by Babyless. I once provided for my mom, I still do. I once got a penthouse at 17, I still have that penthouse. I once traveled the world with my friends and got supercars in Dubai and went to Europe, Monaco, Sweden, Paris. I did that probably 2 weeks ago. But all of this, I just teach people how to do the same thing. You know, people want to live this cool ass life. So why not learn from the guy who actually did it, who actually lived it, right? So number 1, what I mean by your identity that controls your income. Think about it. Think about the best version of you possible, right? As a barber, just simply a barber, you know, we're not talking 5, 10 years. I'm talking about like the version of you right now at your current age. Think about the dream results. You know, for you, maybe it's 15, 20, even if you're pushing high, 30K, 50K a month. All right, think about what that guy or girl is doing and think about your current self, okay? So there's definitely a gap between those, or you wouldn't even be able to think it because you would be at that result already, right? So your current version of yourself is obviously not at the best version of yourself, so we want to see why. Is it your habits? Is it your damn identity? right? And at the end of the day, you need to realize that nothing changes if nothing changes, right? I know it's cliche. I know it's super, super cliche to say, and I know a lot of people say that, but it's cliche for a reason, because it's true, right? The only reason why, I preach it so much, nothing changes if nothing changes, is because, like, think about the best version of yourself. Think about the actions that you need to take in order to be that version of yourself. But what does that guy or girl do on a day-to-day basis? Probably he's waking up a little earlier. He or she is probably getting the right guidance. He or she is probably betting on themselves. He or she is probably actually taking action and not just talking, but actually acting, right? Well, that's the separation. So once again, your identity is fully what controls your income. Fully. You are responsible of everything that's ever happened in your life. Every single result, you are fully responsible. You need to take accountability, and you need to grab your nuts if you're a guy and take responsibility, take accountability, and genuinely know that you are the result of your income. You are the result of your personal brand. You are causing this, right? Simple. It's the harsh truth that nobody wants to hear, and I'm here to tell you guys this. All right, if you don't like it, you can jump off my page now. This isn't for you. Number 2 is kind of falls in the same line as number 1, is just understanding your old identity, right? Let's really just break down what you're currently doing, and I want you guys to maybe grab your notepad or grab like a piece of paper and really write down, like, what is your current version doing and what are the results your current version is getting. Okay, let's just say Jeffy. Jeffy is 19 years old, and he's currently hitting 5K a month. He's currently at 2,000 followers, and he currently just graduated high school. He just finished barber school, and yeah, those are your results, right? And he's not the best in shape, right? He's maybe got a little 2-pack up there. He's pretty chubby, whatever. Okay, that's Jeffy. All right, and then you got Trey John. All right, now Trey John he's at 15K a month, $15,000 to $20,000 a month. He's charging over $70, $80 per cut. He's, making the most of his days. He's in shape. He's, really just the best version of Jeffy, And Trey John's 19 years old too. Okay, so we got Jeffy and we got Trey John. Obviously, Trey John's the better person, right? Just in general, just better overall, doing better, results are doing better, just everything in general. Okay, so now let's look at Jeffy and let's look at the habits that Jeffy has. All right, he's waking up, later than usual. He's scrolling on his phone a lot more, than average. He's not studying any content. He hasn't taken a step back and really looked at his business. He's kind of fine and comfortable where he's at. He's fine with the shop friends that he has. He's fine being where he's at. He's complacent. He knows he's meant for more, but at the same time, he doesn't have a big enough why, big enough, reason to, keep him going. He hasn't truly tried. Maybe he's tried to post a couple before and after videos, and, they flopped, and he got unmotivated, and he quit. And then you got Trey John, who's bet on himself. He took the jump on himself. He's invested into himself. We don't even have to say Trey John. I can honestly talk about a student of mine. Let's say Avon. Okay, Avon's 17. All right, Avon's outworking most 17, 18 guys older than him. Okay, he's hitting, actually 10K a month. He's charging over $70 per cut. He just hit 10,000 followers. What are his actions? I know for a fact, because when I jump on a call with this guy, I know exactly what he's doing. I know exactly his exact situation and what he needs directly from me, right? So anyways, what is Avon doing now compared to, Jeffy? Avon is simply getting the right guidance. He's betting on himself. He has confidence in himself. He's actually posting on social media. He's delegating social media. He has an editor. He has an editor doing his content. He's, he has more time freedom throughout his day to go spend time with his family, and he's still making over $10,000 a month, and he's still at 10,000 followers, which he's able to, soon monetize that, whatever business avenue he wants to get into, whether that's real estate, whether that's whatever it might be, coaching like me or barbershop. He has a personal brand now. Right? So his actions and habits are a lot more different. So you simply need to take a step back and see what habits and what things do you feel like you need to probably do to actually make that change. 90% of you guys are watching this video right now and not where you want to be, and you simply haven't even asked yourself or even tried to actually get to that goal. And the truth is, if you really, really tried hard enough, why aren't you at it? Why aren't you at that goal? It's a simple answer. Right? It's not your work ethic if you actually tried, right? You actually tried super, super hard and you're still at the same spot. You're just missing information. Like, you're simply missing information, and the information gap is what most people don't want to take, and that's the exact same reason why they stay stuck in the same exact spot. Getting it from someone who's lived it. I've lived through this shit. I've talked to hundreds of barbers. It's the same answer every time. It's information gap. They got work ethic. You're willing to grind. I want to do it for my mom. I want to retire my parents. Okay, let's do it. Why haven't you done it? Why haven't you gotten the result? Why haven't you been able to go to Dubai and drive your supercar? And why haven't you been able to travel the world with your friends? And why haven't you been able to, do all this cool stuff that you want to be doing? I'm trying, Oku. Okay, so why haven't you done it? It's simply an information knowledge problem. If you had the same information that I had to scale my business, to scale and do the things I'm doing, wouldn't you be able to do it as long as you had the work ethic? Again, work ethic and the right guidance is everything you need. Work ethic, as long as you actually put the work in and actually do the work, you will get to the result you want to be. But if you don't have the right information and you're putting all this work in, you're like a car going to Africa with no map. Like, you have no clue where you're going. Even though you're pushing it in a Lamborghini, right? You have no map. So you're really just going in loops and loops and loops and circles, and you have no clue where you're going. It's the whole point of mentorship. I give you the roadmap, right? Simple, okay? I'm not here to sell you guys on a mentorship. I just want to tell you guys, like, this shit is fucking possible. Number 4, my story. A quick little story of killing my old identity. You see, it wasn't always driving super cars in Dubai with my boys and traveling the world and buying my mom a cabin in Japan and, traveling Europe and, living in my dream penthouse and just doing all this cool shit that you guys probably see online. Fuck all the materialistic stuff too, This is just like a result of the fucking work I put in, but it's cool and all. There's more to life, okay? I don't want to be that guy who's just flexing on you guys. I truly am doing this to inspire. But I want to tell you guys this. I once used to be on a whole bunch of bullshit. I once was, this short, super, super chubby kid. I used to play sports. I used to hang around, those dumb friends that kind of held me back. That definitely held me back. Toxic friends. I used to be around, people who weren't on the same mission. It literally made me even want to fit in. Like, I tried to fit in, all right? I wasn't a weird kid. Like, I always got along with everyone, and I was always cool with everyone. But now that I look back, like, I was always just trying to kind of fit into that group. And I never found it fun. Once middle school, like late middle school and early high school hit, everyone started getting into parties. Everyone started getting into drinking, alcohol, smoking. And don't get me wrong, I got into the vices too myself. We won't speak too much on that because I don't want to waste your guys' time. But, you are who you surround yourself with, right? So how I really killed this is it's actually a surreal moment. It was literally like I took a step in my fucking mirror one night and I looked at myself and I was so disappointed with myself and so mad that I knew I had to make change. And that same exact night, what the fuck did I do? I joined a cheap ass mentorship. It was like $75, and I did kind of hesitate actually, like, oh shit, it's a lot of money to me at the moment. Barely making any money. I was not going viral. I was just like same old freaking Oku, a pop-up clips you guys can actually see. But I got into a mentorship, and I got around people who were hungry. I got around people who, guys were my age, 15 years old, doing better than me, going viral. And when I got around that, that's all I needed. I grew up playing sports, you guys. I grew up being competitive, right? So what that did for me when I joined a mentorship is, like, I wanted to be the best in there. Right, it's the same thing with, if you guys played sports growing up, I'm sure you guys had that competitive energy. Like, you want to be the best in the court. You want to be the best on the field. Same thing when I went into a mentorship. I wanted to be the best there. And being around people who were better than me constantly only pushed me to go even harder, right? On top of that, I got the right information. So now I wasn't, this lone wolf going at it alone and trying to go, I was really going in circles. Now I actually got somewhat of a roadmap. Even though it wasn't a one-on-one, it was more of like a course. I still got a roadmap, and I scaled the shit out of my business, right? But that was like the quick story for you guys. Last but not least, number 5, how my students are actually doing this and how are they actually killing their old identity and breaking this plateau. And it's really, really simple. When we first jump on our onboarding call, when I actually sign a client to work with me one-on-one inside of my mentorship, where I obviously help barbers scale and build their personal brand and, you know, scale their income. At this point, you guys should know what the fuck I do. And the way I actually like kill these guys' limiting beliefs and do all of this is we really just break up like what their current situation is looking like and create a custom game plan tailored to their situation. Okay, you're at $25 per cut. Your goal is to get to 70 per cut. Your goal is to get to 12K a month. You're at 3K a month. Okay, how do we get you from point A to point Z? Simply I create you a custom game plan tailored to your situation. So all you need to do is follow this game plan, show up, meet me in the middle, and do the game plan that I give you. It's the same game plan that worked for Thomas. Got him to 10 to 30,000 followers. Got him to almost 20,000 followers now, multiple millions of views. Same game plan that helped Jonathan go to over 200,000 followers, monetize. Now he has his own hair product line coming out, build that personal brand. Not only did he build a massive personal brand, but he also scaled over $10,000 a month as a freaking barber in a small town in Washington. Okay, so we create this custom game plan tailored to your situation. So no matter what, I don't let you lose. I don't let my clients lose, right? And on top of that, I'm so I don't really want to talk too heavy on this, but I'm so confident that if you work with me for 4 months straight and we don't at least double your income, at least double your social media, at least double your prices, I will personally work with you until we do. If we still don't see a result after 8, 10 months, 12 months, I will give you a complete refund on the full mentorship and $1,000 for wasting your time. What does that tell you? That tells you, number 1, I'm super confident in what I do. Number 2, I jump on my own call usually because I want to see who the fuck I'm bringing into my mentorship, because this ain't no joke. You know, I have that actually in the client agreement. This is a real guarantee that I have because I'm so confident, because I've done it for so many damn barbers at this point who are less qualified than you. And that's why I'm able to guarantee stuff like that, right? But the simple way we literally break this up is because it's a one-on-one mentorship. Like, a lot of you guys get courses and mentorship mixed up, and that's completely fine, and that's normal to think. But mentorship is way different from a course. You know, a course, you get videos, you get A to Z videos. If you guys want my course, just, you know, comment the word free, or I could put it in the description. You guys can have my complete course. But why most people still pay me is because implementation. They want a simple custom game plan tailored to them and their situation right now. That's how you're going to get the most growth. You know, whether it's from me or another mentor you guys see. Like, it doesn't matter. All I'm really trying to get at is that's how we actually do it. That's how you actually scale, and that's how you actually run a mentorship. Anyways, guys, I know that was a lot, but those are the 5 pillars going over why most barbers, uppers to 18 to 35 years old, stay broke, they stay unhappy, and they stay comfortable, and they stay, you know, their growth is getting killed by straight comfort and their identity. So if you guys were to leave with one thing and one thing only after this, if you guys want to personally work with me one-on-one, you guys can totally do that. You know, the link is in the description whenever you want to join. I don't need to do any, you know, sales gimmicks. When you're ready to scale, you totally can do that. It's up to you. Okay, I'd love to work with whoever is watching this video right now. If you actually watch this video all the way through, I know you're somewhat fucking serious with yourself, and you're somewhat actually trying to make change, or else you wouldn't watch a video like this through. So if you want to work with me, you guys can click the link in the description, book a call. Number 2, if you want the free course, I don't sell a course, I do mentorship, right? So if you want this free course, I will leave the link in the description. And subscribe, comment what you guys thought, and I will see you guys in the next. Peace!